Hi guys, me again, Molly-kun, and I'm back with a video that's not as interesting as last couple of weeks, but it's interesting to me. As you probably know, if I've done a video about it already, one of my biggest hobbies is dancing, specifically modern jive dancing, and I've just been made one of the teachers, so to speak, because of how well I'm coming along in my skill, and also how friendly I am with people. So, how how the lessons are organised is it's a 3 hour slot with a beginner's class, an intermediate or advanced class, and then 1 hour's freestyle, which is just dancing. So during the second class, it's unfound beginners to not do anything for an hour, so they repeat the beginner's class in a separate room. So, but of course there's only one teacher. So what they have is they have people called taxi dancers, who assist the teacher by helping the beginners and take the second beginner's class while the intermediate or advanced class is going on. Hope that makes sense. And so what they've just done is they've just made me a taxi. So my job now is to help the beginners, people who are completely new, make sure they're comfortable, explain to them how it works, just make them feel welcome, and it does help people progress with their moves and their skills, give hints and tips, and if they find something particularly difficult, go through it in a way that's different to the teacher, because sometimes I've found, particularly, the teacher explains a move but doesn't explain it. So he'll give you the gist of the move, but then he'll miss out a crucial step. So what was it? A couple of weeks ago we did this is in the advanced class, a first move hand switch triple turn. He failed to explain the hand switch. So I was doing the first move and then trying to go into the triple turn and not realising why it wasn't working. And it's because there was a hand switch involved, but he didn't say that. So yeah, so sometimes the beginners need things explained in a way differently to how the teacher does. So I've just been made a taxi. And the reasons behind this is because I've progressed very well. I've been doing 18 months. I'm now happily, comfortably doing advanced classes. It usually takes people like 2 to 3 years before they get to that level. Also, I lead and follow. Most people only do one. In fact, like everybody, and it does one. And then after like 3 or 4 years, we'll try to learn the other role a little bit. I went in and just did both roles straight away, because I'm completely insane. And whilst typically the men lead and the ladies follow, I was a bit of a trailblazer, because I was one of the first men at my local classes anyway to follow. And this made a lot of the other guys uncomfortable to begin with, because they didn't want to dance with another guy. But now, they're fine with it. I mean, I still get trouble from 1 or 2 guys. But for the most part, anyone's happy to dance with me. They know I'm a good dancer, that's what they care about most. So yeah, so I'm pretty skilled when it comes to the actual dancing. But on top of that, I'm good with the people. As Elizabeth, one of the other taxis, actually said to me that I'm always chatting with people, I'm always having a joke and a laugh, I'm pretty good with people, I'm always making them feel happy and welcome. And this made me laugh because I hate people in reality. I generally don't get on with people, I try to avoid people. I like my own company. So this made me laugh. And when I told that to Elizabeth, she couldn't believe that I don't like people, because I'm always talking with everyone, I'm always just, asking how they are, and I said, well, the reason behind that is probably because I go there to have a laugh. you know, whilst it's a lesson and it's serious, I'm there to enjoy myself. And so I laugh and I make jokes about what's going on, and the people bounce off that and they react with it. And they feed into me. So I put them at ease straight away because they're not taking it overly seriously. They're having a laugh with me. And it makes it much more enjoyable for everyone involved. So I think that's where the idea of me being good with people is coming from, is because whilst I'm generally ignoring the people, I'm making my own fun in the corner, separate to everyone else, and people react to that well. I actually do have a video of me doing some dancing coming up shortly. I'm still trying to arrange a time to meet up with my partner for the dance, who is the current Welsh champion, but she's very busy. And I was meant to do it a few weeks ago, but then something came up, and so we're looking at filming it in the upcoming week, if not week after. So hopefully, in the not too far future, I should have that video up of me dancing. I still haven't finalised a track for it. I have a couple of ideas what I'm going to do, and we're not practicing any routine beforehand. This is going to be completely freestyle. So none of the moves are going to be planned, because I don't like routines. They get very stuffy, very stale. I prefer freestyling. And she's very good at freestyling as well. She's very good at reading signals and anticipating what it is you're going to do. So I can just throw anything at her and I know she'll pull it off brilliantly, unlike me. So yeah, so that's all for this week. Sorry it hasn't been the best video, but this was something I wanted to just put out there for you guys, let you know how I'm getting on with the dancing. And so I shall see you next week. I think next week I have a film review. Yes, next week is a film review with Brenda again. So I don't know what we're doing. She's planning that one. She's going to pull a surprise on me on that one. But anyway, I shall see you next week. Until then, bye guys.